Salman, guys. I was watching Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn is an American comedian, and he was just talking about how hard he is, like, on himself, and he was talking to Post Malone. So I watched a little clip, and then I went into YouTube and I watched the whole interview, and he was speaking about how he finds himself almost like vulnerable in his own thoughts. Am I good enough? Have I grown? Is what I'm putting out into the world exactly how I feel? And it had me like reflecting, like, I'm a father of three sons. And I look at how I parent them. And I think how I parent them is it's like a philosophical and a psychological way, because I'm not really parenting them. I'm parenting myself. My kids all represent a certain side of myself, or a certain desire that I didn't have, So I will look at a Uzita who's incredibly structured and he's smart, and I didn't have that, ngangifeyila. But at the same time, he holds back, and he's a bit scared of certain things, and he has to be brave, and I look at myself and I'm like, I was scared of so many things when I was young, and I had to be brave, so I can relate. And I look at my middle child, Untanzi, and how Untanzi, to those that don't know him, and they just see him at face value, go, oh, that's the naughty child, that's the naughty child, Untanzi, Untanzi is so expressive, he's so naughty, he's he's just a typical boy. And a lot of people that didn't know me when I was growing up, they'd be like, oh, Bego, Tobis is up the tree. Tobis is my home name. Tobis is up the tree, he's climbing, he's kicking a soccer ball, he's on his bicycle with no hands, like they'd see that typical naughty boy that gets stuck in, but he's a middle child, and he has that feeling of not being enough, or not being heard, or not being seen. And I'm a middle child, and I can relate. He's incredibly emotional. He's an empath. He wants to hold you. He wants to kiss you. He wants to love you. I'm that person. Mom, look at me. Look at what I can do. Mom, love me. We all have that. And then I've got the last one, who's a total enigma. He's totally an enigma. He is so confident in himself. He's so, sure of himself. And I go, I didn't have any of that. Fam, where do you get the swagger? That lost child of, I can do this, I can do that, But if you put him under a lot of pressure, he starts to crack. If you put him under pressure, he starts to crack, and he cries. And I'm like, I remember when like Ole to a time would like shout at me, and I was like, shit, I'm under so much, and I crack. And I see that in my three kids, and I look at that, and I look at their strengths. I look at things that I couldn't achieve, that they have achieved. I look at things that I can relate with, and I just go, I'm literally raising myself. And in raising myself, what I'm trying to do is, one, make myself proud. So I really break my back as an adult, or as a father in this case, to make my boys proud, so they can like, oh, that's my dad, oh, Peggy Tama has got muscles, Tama's deck, Tama's achieving, he's moving, so I want to make them proud, but at the same time, I don't want to be too big that they disappear, I play rugby, therefore my kids have to play rugby. I do that, therefore my kids will do that. I need them to also find their paths, their own journeys, I'm there just to support them and say, hey, Machita, otherwise, how can I assist? How can I? Oh, you guys want to play cricket? Okay, sure. I don't like cricket, but any cricket team, okay, sure, I'm support. I want to be there. I want to be the father that I didn't have from a support, not in terms of overwhelming and being a helicopter and force feeding decisions. No, but just like guiding, being the mentor. And while at the same time understanding the world out there, I understand how tough it is. As a guy who had to kind of figure it out, some of us, again, Jobang Shilo, we didn't have stronger, older male dad role models. So we had to kind of figure it out. We had to make our mistakes early and make a lot of them in order just to pick up some lessons that maybe privileged guys who had that male role model, they didn't have to experience, So I know what's waiting for them out there. I know that the world is unknown to me and them out there. So what I try and do is I prepare them. I try and make them as tough as I can. I really, really do. I try and make them as tough as I can. I put them in a lot of pressure, controlled pressure. I create a lot of challenges for them to overcome because I know, Guti, they'll be expected to overcome a lot of challenges. Unknown challenges, unknown to me, unknown to them. And what I do is that I put a lot of tough love on them. And I explain, Guti, hey, bro, I'm doing this because I know that the world is not kind. I do this because I know that things can change. I do this because I know that I don't know about what's waiting for your future. So I put a lot of tough love. And again, in parenting myself, I love my mom. I love my mom beyond. But my mom used a lot of soft love, especially once we got to a certain age. Obviously, when we were kids, Oleti would tell into, so hidings were there. But at the end of the day, she was an Oleti, so she never knew how to pee standing up. It's not one of the things that women go through. There's so many challenges that women go through that men don't understand, but there's also a lot of challenges that men go through that women will never understand. So I try and put a lot of tough love. My mom gave me a lot of soft love that I had to realize, Uguti, if I go into the world like this, the world will murder me. The world will be super unkind. Whereas if I go into the world with love, but understand, Uguti, to people that are not family, that love is very conditional. I go on into this world and I say, look, it's a tit for tat value exchange. That's the world, unless again you are near and dear and in my innermost intimate circle. I need them to understand that so that they don't get burnt, like the millions of times that I've been burnt because I didn't have that mentor to try and guide me and say, But in saying all of that, there's still so much doubt. So much fear, that negative self-talk of, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing enough? I wonder how in 10 years time, 20 years time, they'll come back and say, hey, Tama, you fucked up here, And the only line that I'll have is, hey, bro, I thought I was doing the best that I can. I really thought I was doing the best that I can. And I'm sorry I fucked you up, shit. Had it, but again, we look at the decisions that we make today, thinking that our future selves will be proud of us. Decisions that I started really doing in my later teens, early 20s, was going to gym consistently. As a 35-year-old man, I'm so proud of 18-year-old me who was just so consistent. So proud. So proud. Because now, physically, I look the way I am. However, I don't know if I'm very proud with younger rugby me or me who was too excessive and never stopped. So now my knees are fucked, my shins are fucked, my ankles are fucked, my, because maybe I went too hard. So I'm proud with Jimile boy, and never stop. But I'm also having to look back and reflect to sharp certain decisions. My ego, my male ego is like, yeah, in my 20s, me, I could get any girl. That's my ego. I'm 35 and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, how many of those sisters didn't deserve my body? How many of those sisters didn't deserve my time, my energy? How many of those sisters are now looking at me and saying, I'll pencil, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirts. And making me look like, ugh, when I look at those decisions. And then I go back, like, when I was 10, you know, and I picked up a guitar for the first time, you know, I played the keyboard, and as a result, then I got into the brass band, I played the trombone, and how those decisions as a young child have influenced how I view music and how I view melody and how I view the alignment between music and spirituality and, you know, the culture. And I'm proud of that guy. But I look at the times where he was scared to say no, or the times where he was leading people astray, or when younger me was bullying people, or, you know, I look at times where I was running away from things that I was meaning to do, not doing my homework, not studying for a test. And I go, bro, those things will fuck you up later on in life. I look at being too scared to talk to a certain crush, you know, being too scared to go for a certain audition. And I'm saying, fam, So how I'm trying to live my life as 35-year-old Penson, I'm saying, okay, let's look at the decision that I'm doing today. Excuse me. I want to go back 20 years, 15. Oh, 20 years was 15, damn. I want to go and look at 15-year-old Penson. Then I want to go forward 20 years and look at 55-year-old Penson. And they're both standing in front of me. There's a 15-year-old Penson, there's a 55-year-old Penson. And they're looking at this guy currently. I want the 15-year-old Penson to look at the 35-year-old Penson and to say, damn, bro, I'm going to be you. I'm going to be you. Then sharp. I want 15-year-old Penson to look at me and go, yeah, let's go. You know, let's go. This is you. You've achieved this. You are here. Mentally, you're there. Physically, you're there. Psychologically, you're there. Financially, dog. Yes, sis. I'm going to be you. I want 15-year-old Penson to be very proud. And I want, when I look at 55-year-old Penson and he looks back at me and he goes, kid, don't stop. Look at where we are now. Don't stop. You know, I want 55-year-old Penson to look back and say, well done for cutting down the amount that you drink. Well done for not aggressively playing rugby every Saturday and fighting no, well done, because then you looked off our joints. Hey, bruh, well done for investing in this business, in that business. Hey, bruh, well done for making those hard decisions. Bro, well done for starting your YouTube channel. Bro, well done for bringing families together, the way that you're raising your kids. I'm 55 and I've got the greatest relationship with all the kids. I've got the greatest relationship with the family. I've got this, I've got that, I've got that, because you've made hard decisions at 35. Bro, don't stop. Well done. That's the psychological, that's the philosophical side of all of this, of raising your own self and trying as best as you can to have that positive self-talk and to say you within yourself, you know, as much as you are a project and you're developing and you're growing, but the greater picture is enough. You are a blessing. You are everything. You know, you just need to take those things out within yourself and develop them. But anyway, let me know what you think. Please just comment. Share this video. If you think there's any value in it, please just share it far and wide. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Have yourselves a fantastic day. And Sunday, guys, I'm out.